Hey, we have a guest.
Yes.
And his name is Sammy Dector.
Or Sammy D for short.
Sammy D.
Ooh.
Thanks for coming down on Mother's Day.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, I don't know much about you at all. And by the looks of things, it looks like you put together perhaps a journal or a scene.
I am in what we laughingly call the business of rock and roll.
Okay. All right. And what do you do for the business of rock and roll? Are you a musician, a promoter, or all the above?
Well, I started off as a musician, but the idea is really to do awesome shows, whether you're a musician or you're a bartender or whatever.
Yeah. And so you work all over Toronto?
Yeah, the west side is better than the east side, but Toronto's good in general.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What's this magazine, DMZ?
That's just where we take the name of our company from. The DMZ is a comic book.
Okay.
But it is also an underground affiliate of hip-hop priestesses who are going to lead the planet after the apocalypse.
Was it okay that I said Z and not Z? Or Z and not Z?
I say Z a lot these days. But when I say DMZ, I have to say Z.
That sounds better than Z, but I still feel like I should say Z.
It's a good Canadian.
That's right.
Like I still like to spell color with a U.
We have a song called Color in the Dark. I never spell it without the U.
Now, are you a hip hop performer as well, or?
I haven't done much hip hop in Toronto. It's been mostly rock and roll.
Yeah.
Right now I perform with a band called Retro Radio.
Retro Radio.
We're playing this Friday at the Black Swan, some of our friends. It's our drummer's birthday party, so there's going to be a lot of steam whistle being consumed.
Very good.
Alright.
And that's
You
at
have
one.
too much steam whistle though. You gotta be careful because it will make your breath.
Smell bad, and
Smell
girls
a
won't want
little
to
bit
make out with you. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, man.
This is
But they're green. They're completely green brewery apparently.
That's why I love them.
Yeah.
Which is good. I encourage that.
We one time saved a keg from a party, brought it to our show from the party from the night before.
So the steam whistle party?
Well, they got a keg. Dave's sister got a keg, and they didn't even really put a dent in it.
No.
And so I stayed over, and then woke up before everyone and took it to the studio, and then carried it.
It's still on my balcony. Where do I return that? By the way, my sister's here.
The last time we had a kegger, he didn't even finish it either.
Yeah, you gotta have a thirsty crew. I know with these boys around, it's
We
not
did
too hard.
some cake stands.
Yeah, that was fun. Keg stands are fun. But yeah, we did a pretty good job. I think there was a few beers left. It went from Dave's mom's place to the studio to Dave's house, and now it rests.
Wait, you started at Dave's mom's place, or you ended up at Dave's mom's place?
Started there.
Okay.
Started there. Finished at Dave's.
Yeah, it's still on my balcony.
What do you guys think about those mini kegs? Those Jaime mini kegs?
I haven't tried it. Is it
It's
a
a
good-
handy size. It's a nice beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A little Heineken with a picnic.
I think it's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Heineken's good as long as you're not out and you don't have to pay $7 for a bottle.
Yeah,
That's why I never go out.
Oh, okay.
Heineken's especially good in Holland because it's like €1.50 for a Heineken.
Yeah, if you go to the right one, I give you a little sippy cup, a small
What's
glass.
that in Canadian?
About a toonie?
A little more than 3 1/4.
Would it be that much?
It depends.
Depends on what.
It's double
the
and
whole
change.
money
It's
thing,
double
so-
and change, or at least something like that.
I don't know if it's that much, but
No?
maybe.
I don't know.
I went back to Winnipeg last summer. Like I'm from Winnipeg, but
Oh,
I didn't really drink when I lived in Winnipeg 'cause I was a kid.
right.
But I went back there and got sucked into like the downtown core like bar scene.
Right.
And they have these mini pitchers of beer for like $7.
Yeah, beer's definitely cheaper outside of Toronto.
It's not so bad here, really. It's not so
It depends where you go. Right. Like Duffy's, it's $4 a beer,
bad. I like Duffy's.
and that's not bad.
What's your favorite place to go?
My favorite place? There's a little hole in the wall just up Queen Street called Not My Dog. And yeah, good music, good times, good patio.
Where is that?
It's It's like 1510 Queen West. It's
1510.
almost at Mitzi's sister.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, there's some like a little. There's like some good. That's a good little pocket. There's lots of little spots that you might not even realize are there.
There's like 2 open mics on the same night. So me and all my buddies would go to Mitzi's sister, do the open stage there, and then zip over to Not My Dog.
I went there. I did an open or a singer-songwriter night at Mitzi's sister one time, and it was a good time. There was a little bit. I was a little bit different than what was going on there, but I think they kind of appreciated it.
Yeah.
But you had to write. You had to sing all your own songs, right?
Right.
It couldn't be. It couldn't be covers. And you had like some of these cats were like traveling from like across Canada with their acoustic music.
Were there any like Australians? Like
No, they were mostly Canadians. They were Canadians, yeah. There was a guy from the East Coast going west and a guy from the West going east. And then a few local people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
I
I
find
like
people
that
from the
part.
West Coast are almost like Australians, really.
I'm not that bad.
I say that out of love, though.
At least the people on the West Coast don't have that accent.
Crikey.
I had a Australian roommate for a little while, and her voice eventually just got to me, and it was like, I don't know if she was being nice, but she just like, you know.
Is it like the Mary Poppins effect, or is it like the Mel Gibson trust issues? Or
No, it's more than Mary Poppins. She's got like kind of like more of a. She's from Sydney, so she's not. There's not a lot of that. It's very like proper, like South England annoying.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I had an Australian girlfriend once.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, bro.
So you own like a management team, a management company?
I am a management team. I'm
Okay.
putting together my promotions team. I've got all the art people I need, obviously. I got like 50 bands that I'm booking these days.
So what's your like criteria to book a band? What do you look for?
Well, people have to be able to show up to the show, so they have to be
Right,
organized enough to put on a set.
That rules out like half of the bands out there.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to only deal with like 10% of the bands in Toronto because there's thousands of them.
Yeah.
Then the criterion, I mean, if I'm excited about the music, it's done. Like, I'll do it just because I want to.
Yeah.
But, like, in this business, there's like a lot of stuff that just all sounds the same. And you gotta give people a chance, you gotta keep putting on good music, so.
What's your least favorite band in Toronto?
Oh. There are these guys, and I played shows with them. They said they were gonna come to the Black Swan, and they never showed up. They say that they're French, like I don't know if they're French Quebecois or French from France. I don't know. I've seen them at Not My Dog a couple times, and I know things get shared, but I swear this guy ripped off one of my riffs, and I've seen him play it before, and I've seen him do it in songs. So I'm not going to name names, but
No, dude.
but they're not French. they're not French, and like we're always trying to invent new kinds of music, new kinds of rock and roll. So in Parkdale, we were working on the Parkdale rock and roll thing. And then there was kind of the division. So there's like Parkdale country music and Parkdale rock and roll music. I really want, like I say, to start the like the Tibetan hip hop movement. I think these kids will be behind it if we can get like some slick beats, teach them how to rap. But I'd rather see girl hip hop in general. But anyways, these guys, we are French. They say they're quirk rock, and I think that is the most pretentious thing. I've
Their
ever
name
heard.
is We Are French.
But they're not French.
Okay. Well, if you need any Tibetan rappers or drummers,
You know some?
you could come out by my house, which is I live beside the Chinese embassy, and at least once a week they're out there protesting and chanting and doing yoga.
Yeah.
So maybe you could go there and recruit some people
Dude.
for your cause.
All I need is some batteries for my boombox. This is sweet.
I've got some AAAs.
That's for a Walkman, dude, or like a remote control or something.
Maybe I can hook you up with an extension cord.
Ooh, yeah, 'cause you live right there.
I mean, I live beside the
Do
Chinese
they have
embassy.
Wi-Fi by the Chinese embassy? Because then we could just bring a laptop.
Probably. They're Chinese. They got all the toys. They might be made in China. It might not work.
So can I announce this show that we're doing on Friday?
Yeah.
Or do you want to read it
Okay,
out?
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, this one?
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, why don't you? We can, but you should because it's
You
yours.
do it more with more enthusiasm. You know what I mean?
You've got your energy behind it.
Yeah.
This Friday, May 15th, at the Black Swan Tavern. We Are French, Retro Radio, and the Starship Experience. Steam Whistle, JJ birthday party. If you work at Steam Whistle or know who JJ is, you should be there.
Right on.
Ooh.
That sounds like it should be an exciting show. $5 too, eh?
Is that the same as the
This is-
other poster you brought?
This
That's
is a
another
different-
Retro Radio show. We just did that one on Thursday.
Well, you should give us a follow-up on.
You want to report on the show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Jessica Stewart has a new drummer. I guess I like him. I don't like him as much as the last drummer.
Like their name.
Like as a person, or just the way that his skills?
I didn't get to meet him as a person. But it is about that, isn't it?
Well, I guess skills make a difference, though.
I didn't break anything at that show. I did knock some stuff over. It's the first time I ever jumped into a drum kit. So
You got any scratches you can show us?
not from that one.
No
No, I'm a
battle
professional
scars.
pratfaller.
Lucky.
It's not about luck. It's about falling down properly. And Retro Radio is also proud to announce that there were no tuning issues at the show.
Mm.
That's good.
Yeah, one day I'll actually learn how to tune my guitar.
Go without a tuning issue.
One time at one of my parties, I knocked a light kit over on top of a drummer and burned his skin.
What?
Yeah.
That was an accident.
I'm always scared that those lights are going to fall down.
I lost
They
my
do
balance.
if you bring Chuck there. He also jumped up, banged his head off of the monitor, and didn't even remember it. It didn't slow him down.
That's
He
like
just went straight to the bar, got some more whiskey, and then it was
Started
all
sweating.
over the place.
Whiskey cures all.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
do
my
you
grandpa
need
thought.
Do you need some more wine?
wine is good, but we were talking about beer so much.
Do you want beer?
Yes, please.
Stu.
I'm on the
useful.
job.
Oh. And then, oh wow.
So, do you have a long history of head injuries and blackouts?
I've had a lot of head injuries, but I don't
That's a
really feel them. Ever since there was let's see, about 11 years ago, I got in a bad car crash, and my head broke the window of the passenger window, and I went right through. And then I got sewed up, conscious, because I had a lot of alcohol in my system, so they couldn't give me any painkillers.
Right.
And ever since then, nothing really hurts.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Do you fight
At
crime
least
too?
physically.
I should. I'm a good climber.
That could be your superhero.
Tell them about
the
churches.
climber.
The churches you found.
Yeah, I've climbed this building. I've climbed the church on St. James Church at King in Adelaide there.
Right.
I've climbed the church.
King and Adelaide don't intersect.
Whatever. It's in between it. I climbed the church on Denison Street. I climbed on top of the warehouse or the cool house, and got in through the escape routes upstairs into the club
I did that.
with a guitar on my back, even.
What?
Yeah.
So all you need, like instead of the guitar pack, or in the guitar pack, a la Antonio Banderas, you could have like crime fighting equipment, like grappling hooks,
Yeah,
and,
like my suit.
smoke bombs, and
Maybe some swords. Swords would be cool.
your
I
passport
should
and
have
change your
swords.
clothes.
I bet block bullets with my swords would be that fast.
Like Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but she just has cufflinks.
Yeah.
Dave, if you were a superhero, what kind of powers would you have?
I don't know. The power of persuasion.
I was listening to some eavesdropping on some customers, and they were talking about, well, what do you think would be a better power, being able to fly or being invisible? And they were debating it, and I was just like, there's no debate there. Flying is way better than being invisible.
Yeah, flying, you
Yeah.
can travel like.
And like being invisible is cool, but like no one will see you.
Yeah, and if
You can still travel for free.
Like being invisible would be like I think more useful if you were a criminal superhero
This is
It's a very good
or
point.
Stu Gallagher.
or a Stu Gallagher.
Your only problem with flying, it messes up your hair.
You can find good product.
If your
Good hair
arms get
product.
tired.
Oh, that's not
I
funny
figure if you
either.
can fly too, then you can go really fast and like smash things.
I don't think flying would ever get old. Where being invisible might.
Yeah, that's true.
So the other day I thought I was having a blackout, but I was really just dreaming about what I was doing earlier the same night. And I was going home from out my dog, and I was on a bus, and like, you know, the Dufferin bus is like,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So yeah, I had this dream that that I was on the bus, and this woman comes up. She's like a middle-aged woman. No, she was an old woman. And she likes to stand next to me in the back of the bus. She started talking to me, and her eyes start glowing, and they're all like amber and orange and stuff. I'm kind of getting creeped out. She's totally hitting on me. And it's like, I'm uncomfortable with that. But I'm comfortable with that too. And I was uncomfortable with being comfortable with it.
Wow, what a conundrum.
Well, that's why I was happy that it was happening in a dream and not in real life. But wait, later in that dream, I get off the bus, right? And like, and Charlie, this girl Charlie Arani is there. She's at the steps of the bus, and I like hop over her, and as I hop over her, I gain the power of flight, and I keep hopping higher and higher, and I start flying, and I was having a good time. And then I ran into my sister and all of her roommates. So there's like 5 girls, and they're not too sure about what I've been up to all night, you know, hanging out, riding the bus around, being drunk and stuff. And I tell them, no, they ask me, how's it going? What's new? And I tell them, I just learned how to fly.
You know who else couldn't fly? Most birds.
They're even skinnier than Charlie.
One thing I wanted to know, you know what?
He called you Charlie.
No, he's so talking about another girl.
Oh, another person.
I know her too.
Never mind.
I don't think that the river ducks can fly.
That's what some.
Yeah.
Most
Well, I always wanted.
penguins can't fly.
That's right.
I don't think that ostriches can fly. That's why they're so easy to catch and make into ostrich leather chairs.
Or ostrich carpaccio. Or ostrich loin.
Yeah,
With marinated in coffee.
Yes.
Oh, so
with
delicious.
foie gras sauce.
Oh, wow.
Or
You should whip some up.
Stu, can I borrow your liver?
I don't have one.
But what other bird? Oh, I don't think peacocks fly. Or do they clip their wings?
They can like flap up onto things.
But they can't go hardcore though.
It might be in the turkey category of limited flight.
Fair enough.
Onto the back of the feet.
You should talk into the guest mic if you're going to talk.
No.
No,
You tell them that.
Is there any more music on the
didn't know there
show
was a
today?
guest word.
Yeah, we have Satoshi Nagasaki. He's going to play later on.
Yeah.
I thought Kevin Costner was doing a set.
Oh, maybe.
I might be confused.
Maybe. Who know? You never know what's going to happen at Dave and Chuck show.
Usually we don't even.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going to happen. Oh, you know what we should do?
What should we do?
We should wrap up this interview.
Yes.
Take a quick music break, and then maybe talk to our mums for a little bit,
Yes.
and then do the news, and then listen to some live music.
I think that'd be good.
Wait, I didn't know we had a guest mic. I might have things to say.
Oh,
Too late?
Well,
so Sammy, do you have anything you want to say before we say goodbye?
I am only going to say Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. And if you have a mother, or if you are a mother, Holy Mother, thanks for having me out here. It's been a lovely afternoon.
good chat with you.
Oh,
Sam.
thanks for coming, man.
And just one more time, talk about just plug the
Yeah,
information for
the
show.
party on Friday.
Specifics are no longer important. DMZ is what's going on. If you're tired of getting ripped off by promoters and bookers, that shit is over. It's over. I say it's over.
Yay.
Yay.
All right, Mr. Forborg.